As it stands now, unless they end up charging him with an intentional malice murder, as Philip can tell us more about, in this case, I don't think the death penalty, it's going to be a tough hill to climb, only because the law appears to err on the side of life instead of death.
So I will only counter that, and Philip, I'm going to bring you in on this with the notion that what we're working off here are arrest warrants. We are not working off an indictment from a grand jury yet, and we know a grand jury can do a whole lot more. And in this case, given what we've heard at this prelim, they more than likely will. And when I looked at the statute, thank you to Denny Savalas for printing it out for me. Outrageously or wantonly vile, horrible, or inhuman in that it involved torture, depravity of mind, or an aggravated battery to the victim. If baking a child in a hot car, if in fact this is intentional and it's charged as first-degree murder, premeditated, that sounds like it matches perfectly. Am I wrong, Philip?
No, I think you got it exactly right. I was live outside the courthouse. I listened to this in real time, and I took very good notes on it. And I picked up something that the prosecutor said during the case when he was making his sort of closing argument. He said, "Judge, I think what we've got at least here is criminal negligence." Reading between the lines, what I saw was they presented a malice murder presentation. However, they only asked the judge to bind over, that is, submit to the grand jury the charge that is on the warrant now. The district attorney has discretion to change that charge and submit whatever they feel is appropriate to the Cobb County grand jury once the investigation is complete. You heard yesterday also the detective saying, we have only scratched the surface here. There's a lot more work they've got to do. So if they think that malice murder is appropriate and if they think that they have the evidence to support it, that's probably what we will see happen.
You were an ADA with Chuck Boring, who's the ADA who presented yesterday. Do you think he's got it in him? Is he the person who's going to do this? Is he the kind of guy you think this is right up his alley?
Well, I never worked with Chuck as an ADA. I've worked with him in other cases. We've actually had trials against one another, and what I can tell you is he's a very smart lawyer. He's very good. He's very thorough. You know, he's got a whole team. He's in charge of the Crimes Against Women and Children unit at the DA's office. He's got a whole team of very good people there that are going to be trying to help him prosecute this case in the best way that they see fit.
Okay, stand by. Hold on to that thought, because that is, you said scratch the surface. We've only just scratched the surface on this as well. Denny Savalas, Sonny Hostin, Philip Holloway, stick around. We've got a lot more to talk about, including a look at how the attorneys for Justin Ross Harris are going to start to build their defense of this client. Because you know what? When you hear that avalanche of evidence against him, bet your bottom dollar they are working feverishly to fight against it.